Maria is in the back, welcoming someone, but Lita interrupts and takes over the microphone. She introduces Edge. Edge, excellent introduction, thank you, baby. This introduction is for a man who recently revolutionized the industry. I defeated 3 so-called ECW superstars. I single-handedly cost John Cena the WWE title. And at Vengeance, I will dethrone RVD for the WWE title. Have any plans for tomorrow night? Lita, not really, no. Edge, I think we should accept Paul Heyman's invitation and make our presence known tomorrow night. Edge, but first, John Cena, understand this, you'll never lay eyes on the WWE title again, because you're looking at the future WWE champion, the rated R superstar. Edge and Lita make their way to the ring for their match. Cena launches a surprise attack before the bell, relentlessly pounding on Edge. Edge scrambles up the ramp, and Cena smashes Edge's face into the steel stairs. Back in the ring, Cena delivers a barrage of powerful strikes. Lita enters the ring, hopping onto Cena's back. Edge and Lita make a quick exit.
Welcome to the rebirth of ECW champion!
WWE ECW presented an eventful night of action. The show opened with Edge and Lita coming to the ring, seemingly to extend an olive branch to RVD. Edge declared his respect for RVD but soon revealed his true colors by spearing RVD and taunting him with the RVD pose. This betrayal set the tone for the evening. Edge and Lita tried to escape through the crowd, but the night took an unexpected turn when John Cena appeared, catching up with Edge. RVD and Cena took turns unleashing their fury on Edge until they turned on each other. Edge resorted to a low blow on RVD and managed to slip away through the crowd. Cena, not willing to let Edge get away, knocked out Paul Heyman and followed Edge through the audience, setting the stage for more drama in their ongoing rivalry. In a highly anticipated match that unfolded on the grand stage, the legendary Ric Flair squared off against the cunning Edge, with the enigmatic Lita at ringside. Adding an extra layer of intrigue to the ringside commentary, the charismatic Mick Foley joined the likes of Ross and Lawler. As the bell rang, Edge and Flair engaged in a back-and-forth struggle for dominance. The wily Flair seized an opportunity, delivering a low blow to Edge and executing a quick schoolboy for a near fall, showcasing his veteran instincts. The tension escalated as Flair, ever the showman, arm-dragged Lita into the ring before administering a series of signature chops to Edge. In a surprising turn of events, Foley briefly applied the mandible claw on Flair. The chaos continued as Edge recovered and executed a spear, securing the victory in a hard-fought battle. However, the drama didn't end there. RVD, ever the opportunist, stormed the ring with a top rope dropkick on Edge, signaling his intentions to make a statement. The high-flying RVD then unleashed his awe-inspiring 5-star frog splash on Edge, leaving a lasting impression. As quickly as he entered the fray, RVD retreated through the crowd, leaving fans buzzing with excitement. On transitioning from the allure of Kelly's performance, the focus shifted to the intense tag team match that followed, featuring Edge and Randy Orton against the formidable duo of Kurt Angle and the ECW WWE Champion, Rob Van Dam. The entrance of Edge and Lita set the tone for the match, with Edge seizing the opportunity to share his disdain for ECW.
I think that ECW sucks!
Taz, never one to shy away from a retort, quipped about the only thing that sucked.
The only thing that sucks is his old lady, you know what I'm saying?
The match kicked off with Edge and Angle locking horns, showcasing their technical prowess. The Raw heels took control early on, but Van Dam, with his signature agility, turned the tide with a kick that sent Orton reeling. A spectacular rider kick followed, as Van Dam leaped off the ropes, leaving Orton incapacitated on the outside. The high-flying assault continued as Van Dam executed a moonsault off the apron, further intensifying the Raw team's woes. Orton retaliated, targeting Van Dam and working in tandem with Edge to assert their dominance. The action escalated with Van Dam attempting Rolling Thunder, only to be tripped and pulled out of the ring by the cunning Lita. The audience voiced their disapproval with a chorus of
We'll be right back!
slut chants, adding an extra layer of drama to the proceedings. A pivotal moment in the match occurred when Orton seemingly injured his arm during a mistimed landing, forcing him to adapt his performance. Despite nursing the injury, Orton soldiered on, contributing sporadic moments to the match. The climax approached as RVD, seizing an opportune moment, struck Edge with the WWE belt during a spear attempt. The high-flying maestro then ascended the turnbuckle, delivering a breathtaking 5-star frog splash for the decisive 1-2-3. Edge with Lita failed to defeat Rob Van Dam for the WWE Championship. Now Torrie Wilson takes center stage in the ring, where Todd Grisham awaits. The atmosphere is glamorous, with a red carpet lining the canvas. Grisham highlights Torrie's feature in the upcoming summer special magazine.
We are going to unveil the cover to you and the world right now. Is that okay?
Oh boy.
All right.
With a sneak peek at the cover, the anticipation for the magazine release heightens as Torrie takes a moment in the spotlight. Suddenly, the arena is jolted by the entrance music of Edge, accompanied by Lita. Edge dismissively shoves Grisham out of the ring.
Get out of my ring, skid mark. Hit the brakes, Toots, before Lita beats your ass.
Dubbing him a skid mark, and proceeds to topple an oversized magazine cover. Asserting his dominance, Edge declares himself,
I am the MVP of this show.
Insisting that he deserves to grace magazine covers and headline events. He lambasts the current WWE champion, RVD, and mocks John Cena's upcoming title match. In a bold proclamation,
And if I don't get a rematch for the WWE Championship and me and Lita, we're getting the hell off of this show.
Edge threatens to leave the show unless he gets a rematch for the WWE Championship. In a dramatic turn of events, Edge and Lita exit the ring, venturing into the crowd and ultimately making their way out of the arena. Seizing the opportunity, Edge grabs all of his merchandise from a vendor, leaving a trail of chaos and uncertainty in their wake. In the backstage area, Maria takes the spotlight as she introduces the charismatic
John Cena.
Cena, with his trademark wit, compliments Maria's appearance.
Maria, you look good.
Before delving into a reflection on his recent performance at One Night Stand. He candidly admits that it wasn't his finest hour and acknowledges that things didn't unfold in his favor. Cena presents two contrasting options he had post One Night Stand. He could have unleashed a verbal tirade, stormed out of the arena, and disrupted Torrie Wilson's segment, or he could have chosen resilience, faced the adversity, and earned a rightful rematch for the WWE Championship. Meanwhile, a shift in the atmosphere occurs as the legendary Edge and the captivating Lita make a surprise appearance, taking front row seats for the ECW main event. The presence of these two iconic figures adds an extra layer of intrigue to the unfolding drama within the squared circle. The non-title clash between Rob Van Dam and Kurt Angle takes center stage, with Angle asserting his dominance by riding Van Dam down to the mat. The action intensifies as Van Dam counters with a well-executed monkey flip, showcasing his agility. However, Angle quickly regains control, taking Van Dam down once again. The camera captures shots of Edge and Lita in the crowd, their expressions revealing a sense of indifference to the in-ring proceedings. Angle, resilient as ever, retaliates with a belly-to-belly suplex, keeping the match on a knife's edge. The crowd erupts as Van Dam nails the earning a close 2 count. In a pivotal moment, Van Dam counters an Angle Slam attempt with a tornado DDT, shifting the momentum in his favor. In a stunning turn of events, Edge, unable to resist the allure of the action, sneaks into the ring and delivers a thunderous spear to Van Dam. The unexpected interference leaves the crowd in shock as Edge and Lita celebrate with a passionate make-out session in the ring. The duo's presence adds an unpredictable element to the outcome of the match, setting the stage for further twists. The ongoing drama of ECW. In an electrifying episode of Raw, the atmosphere in the arena crackled with anticipation as Edge and Lita made their grand entrance. With the spotlight on him, the rated R superstar, Edge, seized the microphone to make bold proclamations about his imminent dominance over the summer. He went on to outline his ambitious plans, detailing his upcoming foray into ECW, where he vowed to defeat RVD for his second WWE Championship. Edge then tantalized the audience with a glimpse into the future, revealing his intention to defend the coveted title against none other than Cena and RVD. Comparing RVD to the Phillies, Edge dismissed him as bland, overrated, and lacking in heart, turning his attention to John Cena. He drew an analogy with the Eagles, acknowledging Cena's skill but asserting that it wasn't enough to claim championship glory. Even the spirited Lita wasn't spared from Edge's proclamation, as he confidently asserted that she would triumph over Torrie Wilson, proving what a true cover girl should be. The anticipation soared as Edge teased a revelation about his tag team partner for the upcoming triple threat tag match. As Edge built up the suspense, the unmistakable strains of John Cena's entrance music reverberated through the arena. Edge, calling him rude, found himself embroiled in a brawl with Cena, who effortlessly cleared the ring. The drama escalated with the sudden entrance of RVD, adorned with his title belts and a mic in hand. RVD addressed the recent buzz surrounding his match with Cena, making it clear that he was a fighting champion. Despite the Cena sucks chants echoing through the arena, RVD proposed a one-on-one rematch for the WWE title right there and then. Edge, perturbed by the potential implications for his title match, vehemently protested the impromptu challenge.
That's not fair to me. I'm not going to get screwed again. It's not going to happen.
The negotiations reached a boiling point as RVD suggested moving their showdown to that very night. Edge, not one to back down, accepted the challenge with a determination to win the WWE Championship in a highly charged match between Lita and Torrie Wilson. The intensity was palpable from the moment the bell rang. Lita, exuding confidence, wasted no time in challenging Torrie to hit her, daring her opponent to step into the proverbial lion's den. However, Torrie's attempt to strike first proved futile as she missed, setting the stage for Lita's offensive onslaught. A textbook suplex sent Torrie to the mat, and Lita went for the cover, getting a 1 count. Lita, never one to shy away from bending the rules, Lita tossed Torrie down and ruthlessly choked her on the ropes. A knee to the back added insult to injury, and Lita continued her assault with a calculated knee to the head. Forearms rained down on Torrie, quickly followed by a series of punishing rights that left her struggling to mount a defense. With an air of mockery, Lita taunted Torrie, who defiantly responded with a slap that only fueled Lita's aggression. Incensed, Lita found herself caught off guard as Torrie executed a hair pull in a well-timed clothesline, temporarily shifting the momentum. Torrie delivered a crisp dropkick to Lita, attempting to regain control of the match. In a daring move, Torrie set her sights on the corner, aiming for a stink face, and leaving Torrie Wilson defeated in the aftermath of their intense showdown. In a high-stakes WWE title match, the tension in the arena was palpable as reigning champion RVD defended his coveted championship against the formidable duo of John Cena and Edge, accompanied by the ever-present Lita. As the bell rang, the three competitors engaged in a fierce stare-down, setting the stage for an epic clash. The action erupted immediately as Cena wasted no time launching an assault on Edge, with RVD quickly joining in. A moment of disagreement ensued between Cena and RVD as they argued over who would take the lead in punishing Edge. RVD showcased his striking prowess with a series of kicks and forearms on Edge, displaying his determination to retain the championship. Cena, not one to be outdone, executed a cradle suplex on Edge, showcasing his strength. The two adversaries tossed Edge to the floor, leaving Lita to check on her fallen companion. RVD unleashed a devastating kick on Cena, while Edge remained on the floor. Edge, however, made a timely return to the action, knocking Cena off the top rope and covering RVD for a near fall. The pace quickened as RVD delivered a series of kicks, culminating in a cartwheel into a moonsault for another 2 count. A chaotic sequence followed with Cena tripping up Edge and sending him into the steel steps. RVD soared through the air with a plancha onto Cena, adding an extra dimension to the already intense match. The battle continued with Cena attempting an fu, RVD escaping, and Edge leveling him with a clothesline. A pivotal moment unfolded as Cena set up for his signature move, but Edge cleverly grabbed the ropes, avoiding the devastating maneuver. Lita, seizing an opportunity, entered the ring with a chair, but her plans were foiled as Cena executed an fu on her. RVD followed up with a Van Daminator, but his high-flying attempt at the 5-star frog splash went awry. Seizing the opportunity, Edge re-entered the fray and leaving him prone. As Edge covered RVD, the referee counted to 3, signaling the end of RVD's title reign. In a shocking turn of events, Edge emerged as the new WWE Champion, bringing an unexpected conclusion to a thrilling and unpredictable championship match. Raw starts with Lillian Garcia proudly introduces the newly crowned WWE Champion, Edge. Accompanied by Lita, they make a grand entrance to the ring. A specially crafted Raider R Superstar announce table, adorned with chains and an edgy aesthetic, awaits them at ringside. Edge and Lita take their seats for a ringside commentary experience as John Cena faces Shelton Benjamin. In the thrilling match, Benjamin misses a corner splash, leading to Cena executing the fu. The STFU is locked in, and Benjamin taps out. Post-match, Cena jumps over the announce table, sparking a heated brawl with Edge. Seizing an opportunity, Lita interferes, allowing Edge to gain the upper hand and unleash a barrage of punches on Cena. Edge delivers a devastating impaler DDT and follows it up with a suspenseful wait before executing a powerful spear on Cena. Standing tall over John Cena, the WWE Champion grabs a microphone and declares their preference for being somewhere else.
Think maybe we'll go back to our hotel and watch the show.
With a hint of disdain, Edge announces their departure to a hotel. Meanwhile, in a different setting, Edge and Lita are at their hotel. Edge, in his typical brash fashion, hassles the hotel clerk about the status of his room.
I'm gonna put this in a language that you can probably understand, okay?
We need one of them big old rooms.
Preferably, if you can understand that word, a working toilet.
Learning that the room isn't ready yet, Edge inquires about the availability of USA Network on the TV. The clerk suggests they wait in the bar, and Edge sends Lita to the bar while he continues to assert his champion status. Edge condescendingly refers to the clerk as a goof, instructs him to get the keys ready, and declares that he'll be summoned when the room is prepared. At the hotel, Edge and Lita continue their antics, now mocking Lillian Garcia. Having consumed around 15 mimosas, they revel in their inebriated state. Clerky, the hapless hotel clerk, arrives with the key, and Edge dismisses him with a brusque hit the bricks. The unconventional couple toasts to their own amusement. The scene transitions to Edge and Lita enjoying a meal. Suddenly, the atmosphere is disrupted as John Cena bursts in and launches a surprise attack. Cena wastes no time and throws food at Edge, initiating a chaotic brawl. Amidst the chaos, Cena even takes a moment to taste the food before resuming his assault on Edge. In a final statement, Cena uses the WWE title itself to lay Edge out, leaving him battered and defeated. Cena, satisfied with his message, departs. Following the Diva bull riding drama, the focus shifted to the intense rivalry between John Cena and Edge. The atmosphere escalated as Edge, accompanied by Lita, made their way to the ring, flaunting an air of confidence. As Cena and Edge prepared for their showdown, the match got underway with both competitors engaging in a fierce brawl. The action spilled to the outside, with Cena taking the upper hand. However, just as the match gained momentum, it headed to a commercial break. Upon returning from the break, Edge seized control with a boot and clothesline to Cena. The contest intensified with clubbing shots from Edge. Edge attempted a risky top rope superplex. Both competitors recovered, engaging in a back and forth brawl, highlighted by an impactful kick from Edge. Despite Edge's efforts, Cena regained control, executing signature moves like the Protobomb, 5-knuckle shuffle, and the Foo. However, the match took a dramatic turn when Lita interfered, pulling the referee out of the ring and slapping him. The official decision came as a disqualification, with Cena declared the winner but unable to claim the title. Frustrated and fueled by anger, Cena unleashed his fury on Edge, delivering a brutal Foo through the announce table. Despite Cena's dominant display, Edge retained the WWE Championship due to the disqualification rulings. Meanwhile, in the ring, Matt Striker takes center stage with his blackboard, declaring that tonight's lesson is about mathematics. The equation on the board reads Edge greater than Cena. Striker queries the fans about its meaning but dismisses their knowledge, attributing it to being in Texas. Striker then introduces his guest, the former WWE Champion, John Cena. Taking the mic, Cena refers to Striker as a
stupid bastard.
Clarifies that the equation signifies his previous act of crushing Edge through an announce table due to Lita's interference, costing him the WWE title.
The skank job of a whole Lita!
Cena expresses his readiness for a fight, declaring his intention to kick
somebody's ass.
Striker retreats from the ring as Umaga's music hits, accompanied by Armando Alejandro Estrada. The match between John Cena and Umaga unfolds with intensity. Umaga executes a clothesline and places Cena in the Tree of Woe. Edge and Lita make their way to ringside as Umaga delivers a running headbutt to Cena in the corner. Umaga attempts a running butt bump, but Cena rolls to the outside and takes down Edge. Cena unleashes right hands on Edge, only to be blindsided by Umaga. Umaga tosses Cena into the ring steps before returning him to the ring. Umaga climbs the turnbuckle for a flying splash, but Cena evades it. Cena responds with a running shoulder and a spinning powerbomb, following it up with the 5-knuckle shuffle. As Cena gears up for the Foo on Edge, Umaga intervenes, delivering a kick to Cena's face and then the Salmon Spike, securing the victory. On WWE Raw, the arena resonated with Ric Flair's iconic music as he elegantly descended to the ring clad in a suit. Flair, addressing Mick Foley, inquired if Foley had witnessed the fate that befell his hero Terry Funk. Dismissing the past, Flair emphasized the present and asserted that it's not about age or Foley's physique, it's about embodying true manhood.
That I am every day of my life.
Expressing his desire for a match with Foley, interrupting the moment, the entrance was heralded by Edge's music, accompanied by Lita, the WWE Champion. Edge concurred with Foley's sentiments, declaring that Flair is no longer the man, and the true man stands before them.
And this man is called the Rated R Superstar
and WWE Champion. Edge asserted his dominance on the show, proclaiming himself as the MVP, shutting down any further discussion. The situation took a physical turn when Johnny Nitro ambushed Flair from behind. Despite Nitro and Edge assaulting Flair, the tide turned when John Cena rushed to the ring for the timely rescue. Faced with Cena's intervention, Edge and Nitro retreated. Melina appeared to attend to the fallen Nitro, while Cena extended a helping hand to Flair, marking a moment of solidarity. In the electrifying tag team match, the arena pulsated with anticipation as Johnny Nitro, accompanied by Melina, entered to the resonating beat. Following suit, the WWE Champion, Edge, made a grand entrance alongside the formidable Lita. The opening moments saw Ric Flair engaging in a fierce lockup with Nitro, who attempted a cheap shot in the corner. Swiftly evading, Flair retaliated with a series of chops, setting the tone for the match. Edge tagged in, only to meet Flair's punishing chops, leaving him reeling. Flair's momentum continued as he dispatched Nitro from the apron, while John Cena tossed Edge over the top rope to the arena floor. The ring belonged to Flair and Cena, asserting their dominance. Upon the return to Raw, the tides had turned, with Edge and Nitro systematically wearing down Cena. Edge unleashed a relentless assault on Cena in the corner before tagging in Nitro, who continued the punishment. Flair, eager to turn the tables, entered the fray with chops, right hands, and a trademark back body drop. The momentum shifted again as Flair applied his signature figure 4-leg lock, only for Edge to break the hold. Chaos ensued as Cena entered, but Edge skillfully sidestepped, sending Cena tumbling to the outside. Edge seized control with a spear on Flair, prompting a cover, yet Cena intervened to save the match. Nitro executed a neckbreaker, and the duo of Melina and Lita took turns assaulting Flair on the outside. Nitro, utilizing distractions, gained the upper hand with a clothesline and a double back elbow with Edge. Flair valiantly fought back, delivering chops and reversing a middle rope dive from Edge with a well-timed chop. The turning point came when Flair tagged in Cena, who unleashed a flurry of offense. Edge and Nitro found themselves on the defensive, with Cena executing a spinning powerbomb and signaling for the five-knuckle shuffle. However, the ringside distractions from Lita and Melina escalated the chaos. Edge, wielding a chair, struck Cena from behind, but the resilient Cena turned the tables, locking Nitro in the STFU. Despite Edge's attempted interference, Nitro ultimately tapped out. The victory went to the dynamic team of John Cena and Ric Flair. As Cena and Flair celebrated, Edge and Nitro retreated, with Melina and Lita setting the stage for the ongoing rivalry as Raw concluded. As the distinct sound of Matt Striker's theme filled the arena, the self-proclaimed teacher confidently made his way to the ring, ready to impart a lesson on linguistics and self-praise. Striker, with a tone dripping in condescension, took a moment to ridicule his opponent for the night, highlighting his use of the term homies and dismissing it as non-standard English.
Homie? Homie's not a word.
In contrast, Striker emphasized words like
Brilliant, aggressive, handsome.
to describe himself, educating the audience on adjectives that he felt aptly represented his persona. The arena erupted as John Cena's music hit, signaling the arrival of the Doctor of Fugonomics himself. Cena's presence instantly shifted the atmosphere, setting the stage for the confrontation. Before the action could commence, Edge, accompanied by Lita, positioned himself at the Rated R announce table. The match kicked off with Striker attempting a sneak attack, only to be swiftly countered by Cena, who dominated with an overhead throw followed by the throwback. Cena's intensity was palpable, his focus occasionally drifting to Edge. Cena continued his onslaught with a spinning powerbomb and executed the five-knuckle shuffle. Lita's commentary from ringside hinted at a strategy to humiliate Cena at the upcoming SummerSlam, but Cena remained unfazed, delivering the Fu to Striker with precision. Without missing a beat, Cena locked in the STFU, securing a decisive victory in a display of dominance and resilience. The aftermath of the match saw Cena and Edge locked in a stare-down, a silent but powerful exchange that promised an explosive confrontation at SummerSlam for the WWE title. The atmosphere in the arena was electric as the WWE Women's title match between Trish Stratus and Mickie James was about to get underway. The two athletes locked up in the center of the ring, ready to give the audience a match to remember. However, before the match could truly find its stride, an unexpected interruption brought everything to a screeching halt. Edge, accompanied by Lita, made a dramatic entrance, demanding that the match, and indeed, the entire show, be stopped immediately.
Oh, I am taking over Raw!
Proclaiming himself the reigning champion, Edge voiced his frustration over being sidelined and overlooked,
And I am sick of getting no respect around here!
declaring the ongoing match null and void. Edge, seizing the moment, insisted that Trish remain in the ring to hear him out. With a tone of indignation, he lamented his treatment as a two-time champion, expressing his dissatisfaction with the lack of respect he felt he was receiving.
You want an example?
Edge highlighted the unfairness of being scheduled to face John Cena at SummerSlam. He further criticized the stipulation that he could lose his title on a disqualification. Edge's grievances did not end there. He pointed out the glaring omission of his presence on the SummerSlam promotional poster, where D-Generation X and Cena were prominently featured.
In his natural pose, looking like a complete idiot.
Trish Stratus also made appearances on the poster, the latter mocked by Edge's propensity for injuries. Edge's frustration extended to the cover of the WWE magazine, where he had anticipated being featured,
You know, I heard a rumor that it was someone from Toronto.
only to be overlooked in favor of Trish, whom he disparagingly noted had not won a match. Determined to assert his dominance and prove his worth, Edge vowed to triumph over Cena at SummerSlam. Lita, echoing Edge's sentiments, lambasted Trish with harsh words, setting off a physical altercation between the two women. As the brawl escalated, Edge intervened. This, however, led to Lita delivering a spear to Trish, further escalating the chaos in the ring. Just when it seemed that Trish was at a disadvantage, Carlito rushed to the ring, intent on making the save. His efforts were initially successful, as he managed to clear the ring of Edge and Lita, as Edge quickly retaliated with a devastating spear, leaving Carlito incapacitated in the ring. The unexpected interruption and ensuing melee left the audience in disbelief, as what was anticipated to be a historic women's title match turned into a showcase of grievances and rivalries, setting the stage for future confrontations and unresolved tensions. Trish and Carlito versus Edge and Lita. The tension was palpable as Carlito and Edge kicked off the match, their animosity fueling a fierce exchange of blows that quickly escalated to a brawl. Carlito unleashed a series of lefts, but Edge retaliated with a boot, momentarily gaining the upper hand. Going for a cover that Edge narrowly escaped, the battle intensified as Edge, brimming with aggression, laid into Carlito with boots and slaps, showcasing his dominance with a perfectly timed standing dropkick that again brought him close to victory. The momentum shifted as Carlito, fueled by determination, fought back, delivering a sequence of moves culminating in a clothesline that electrified the crowd. The match took a turn as Lita and Trish were tagged in, with Trish immediately taking the offensive with a thess press, unleashing a barrage of rights, knees, and forearms on Lita. The intensity between the two women mirrored that of their partners, with Trish dominating early until Lita managed to turn the tide with an elbow and a high-risk second rope clothesline, nearly securing the win. Lita, seizing control, subjected Trish to a grueling rear headlock, but Trish's resilience shone through as she fought her way out, only to be taken down again. The battle between them was a testament to their rivalry, with each woman pushing the other to their limits. As the match progressed, the teamwork between Carlito and Trish became evident. Their synchronized double dropkick sending their opponents reeling and providing a moment of triumph before the commercial break. Upon return, the scene had shifted dramatically, with Edge now firmly in control over Carlito. The back and forth between them was a masterclass in technical and high-flying maneuvers, with Carlito's moonsault flip further tipping the scales in their favor. As the match reached its climax, the women were once again tagged in, with Trish mounting a spirited comeback, her chops and dropkicks a testament to her fighting spirit. However, the match's turning point came when Edge's intervention allowed Lita to gain the upper hand, leading to a series of high-stakes maneuvers that left the audience on the edge of their seats. The culmination of their efforts was a heart-stopping moment when Edge delivered a devastating spear to Trish, a move that seemed to spell the end for her. In the end, despite Carlito's best efforts to even the odds, Lita managed to secure the pin, granting victory to her and Edge. The aftermath saw Carlito tending to Trish, concern etched on his face, as Edge and Lita basked in their contentious win. The episode of Raw kicked off with the reigning WWE Champion Edge, accompanied by Lita, making their presence felt in the ring. Edge, seizing the microphone, declared his presence emphatically, subtly undermining the absent former champion, John Cena. He teased the audience with a hint of an incident from earlier in the day, but opted to narrate a tale first, focusing on a champion under duress. Edge confessed to the pressures of defending the WWE title against John Cena at SummerSlam, highlighting the added pressure of a potential disqualification loss in Cena's stronghold. Revealing his search for a diversion, Edge recounted a deliberate excursion to West Newbury, Massachusetts, Cena's birthplace. He prompted the airing of footage that showcased Cena's residence.
Humble abode of the Cenas.
The footage revealed Edge rifling through Cena's belongings, mocking Cena's wrestling abilities.
There's wrestling boots, but since John can't wrestle, I wasn't sure.
And disrespecting memorabilia including a Larry Bird jersey. They stumbled upon a collection of Cena's youthful achievements.
Oh, Cardi, he looks like a little monkey boy, isn't it cute?
Disdainfully termed by Edge as Cena's wall of mediocrity. The intrusion escalates with the arrival of Cena's father, visibly agitated by the breach. Edge paused the playback to share a bold declaration he made to Cena's father about his intent to dismantle Cena at SummerSlam.
That I was gonna beat him to within an inch of his life!
Emphasizing the helplessness of Cena's position. The playback resumed to reveal Edge's contemptuous departure, marked by a disrespectful slap to Cena's father, replayed in slow motion for emphasis. Edge boasted of his journey since clinching the Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania 21, including his initial WWE title win, the infamous live celebration that followed, and his storyline of ratings triumphs. He recapped his rivalry with Cena, culminating in his current WWE Championship reign and the provocative assault on Cena's father. Edge concluded with a stark deviation from the classic narrative of good triumphing over evil, asserting that in this tale, the finale would joyously belong to him, not Cena. In a thrilling and controversial match, Lita faced off against the reigning women's champion, Mickie James, with the title on the line. The action unfolded with both competitors showing their determination and skill, where Lita quickly demonstrated her intent by securing a side headlock. Mickie attempted to gain momentum by sending Lita to the ropes, only to be met with a head scissors takedown. Lita maintained her aggression, cornering Mickie and launching a series of attacks, much to the delight of Edge, who observed from ringside. Mickie, however, was not to be underestimated. She fought back with a takedown and unleashed a flurry of right hands, followed by a precise dropkick. Her attempt to capitalize from the middle ropes was thwarted by Lita, who executed a hair-pulling flip that sent Mickie crashing to the mat. Lita's onslaught continued as she executed a knee to Mickie's back and even slapped Mickie, provoking a fierce response. Despite Mickie's resilience and a series of offensive maneuvers, including the McMahon and a high-impact clothesline, Lita managed to regain control by raking Mickie's eyes and attempting a DDT. Mickie's resourcefulness shone through as she blocked the DDT and attempted a pin with the ropes for leverage, only for Edge to intervene. Lita's own attempt to use the ropes for a pin was foiled by the referee. The match reached a fever pitch as Mickie aimed for the DDT, but Edge's distraction allowed Lita to strike Mickie with the championship belt and secure the victory, crowning her the new women's champion.
No, who took this shit from you, come get it back in blood. Brr, brr, bitch, come get it back in blood.
Carlito's theme echoed through the arena as he confidently made his way down the ramp, accompanied by Trish Stratus, both fueled by a thirst for retribution against Edge for his previous actions. WWE Champion Edge followed, entering with Lita, the newly crowned women's champion, by his side. The match commenced with Carlito delivering a barrage of lefts, propelling Edge into the ropes for a formidable back elbow takedown. Continuing his assault, Carlito executed a flawless suplex. Edge retaliated with a cunning eye poke, regaining control momentarily as he cornered Carlito, unleashing a series of attacks. Carlito, undeterred, fought back, landing a clothesline and a sequence of chops, demonstrating his resilience. He dominated Edge with a hard whip into the corner, followed by relentless stomps. Carlito's momentum continued as he performed a scoop slam and an impressive leg drop on Edge, nearly capturing the victory. Edge, however, fought back, targeting Carlito's midsection and back, showcasing his championship medal. The battle intensified as Carlito, demonstrating agility, connected with a moonsault from the top rope onto Edge, almost securing the win if not for Lita's timely intervention. Upon return, the landscape had shifted with Edge now in control. Edge, aiming to wear down Carlito, applied a bear hug, but Carlito's fighting spirit shone through as he broke free, only to be momentarily thwarted by Lita's interference. Trish quickly neutralized Lita, allowing Carlito to regain the upper hand with a series of high-flying maneuvers, each one bringing him closer to victory. Edge fought back, narrowly avoiding defeat after Carlito's acrobatics. The climax approached as Carlito evaded the spear and aimed for his signature back cracker, but Edge cunningly countered, landing the devastating spear. Just then, John Cena emerged, unleashing a fury of attacks on Edge. The chaos escalated as security intervened, with Cena relentlessly pursuing Edge through the crowd. King Booker was found in a reflective mood backstage, his royal presence magnified by the arrival of Queen Sharmell. She inquired about his thoughts on such a magnificent evening. King Booker declared that ever since his ascension to the throne, Smackdown has flourished under his reign, emphasizing the necessity to vanquish the peasant and to ensure their return to Smackdown as the pinnacle of power in sports entertainment. Their royal discussion was interrupted by the arrival of Edge, the WWE Champion, who mockingly applauded Booker's sentiments. Addressing him as a rogue, King Booker was swiftly retorted by Edge, who pointed out his and Lita's status as the WWE and WWE Women's Champions, claiming this made them the true reigning couple in sports entertainment. Edge boldly stated his intentions to dominate John Cena in their upcoming match,
Just like I bitch-slapped his old man last week.
comparing his victory to the superiority of the Yankees over the Red Sox. King Booker laid down a royal decree.
You are up for a small wager
If he retained his title and Edge lost his, then Edge would have to bow down to him on SmackDown.
and kiss my royal feet.
Conversely, Edge proposed that should he remain champion and Booker lose, then Booker would serve him on Raw. A deal was struck with the gravity of their titles hanging in the balance. As Edge and Lita departed, King Booker assured that by night's end, their subjects would be united in their chants of
Long live King Booker!
The atmosphere in Boston was electric, charged with anticipation and hometown pride as John Cena emerged, his energy palpable, feeding off the fervent crowd. The WWE Champion Edge, exuding confidence and flanked by the Women's Champion Lita, made his grand entrance, setting the stage for a showdown that had the makings of an epic saga. As the match commenced, Cena and Edge engaged in a test of strength, with Cena quickly asserting dominance, backing Edge into the corner. The intensity escalated rapidly as Cena unleashed a barrage of right hands and elbows, overwhelming Edge in the early goings. Cena's momentum continued as he landed a reverse elbow, nearly causing Edge to collide with the referee. In a desperate maneuver, Edge sidestepped a charging Cena. The referee's count echoed through the arena as Cena struggled to his feet, barely sliding back into the ring to continue the battle. Edge, seizing the moment, relentlessly targeted Cena with stomps and targeted strikes to the back. Edge executed a precise standing dropkick, momentarily stunning Cena. Capitalizing on his advantage, Edge launched Cena from the apron to the barricade. Cena once again beat the count, re-entering the fray at the last possible second. Cena's resolve shone through as he mounted a comeback, only to be halted by Edge's flying heel kick, nearly securing the champion a victory. However, Cena's tenacity was on full display as he executed a perfectly timed Fisherman Buster, though it wasn't enough to secure the win. The battle raged on outside the ring, with Cena showcasing his fighting spirit, only to be met with clever counters by Edge, including a devastating clothesline that nearly ended the match. The crescendo of their clash saw both competitors down by a double clothesline, each desperate to seize the upper hand. In a moment that would define the match, Edge's attempt at a spear was brilliantly countered by Cena into the STFU, drawing the crowd to their feet. However, the tide turned as Lita discreetly passed brass knuckles to Edge. With the referee distracted, Edge delivered a knockout blow to Cena, allowing Edge to retain his championship. In a moment charged with anticipation and electric energy, Edge made his way to the center of the ring, microphone in hand, ready to address the sea of fans that had gathered. With a smug grin, He began to speak, declaring that this night, a night he had dreamed of his entire life, had finally arrived. Edge took a moment to revel in his victory, pointing out that many had doubted him.
But you were wrong!
Believing he would not leave as the WWE Champion. In a dramatic gesture, approaching a young fan at ringside to ask if he had thought John Cena would retain the title.
Wrong, 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 wrong!
With each word, Edge savored the irony of defying expectations, especially in Cena's hometown, to remain the WWE Champion. The arena was filled with anticipation as Edge pondered aloud about the whereabouts of his championship belt and Lita, the reigning women's champion.
Hottest women's champion of all time!
The scene then shifted to Lita, who was stationed outside the arena, near the tranquil yet ominous waters of Bridgeport Harbor. With the WWE title belt in hand, she and Edge orchestrated a symbolic gesture to signify the end of John Cena's era.
I think we should remove the last remnants of John Cena.
A burial at sea for the championship title. With the belt discarded into the murky depths, Edge proclaimed the dawn of a new era. A new championship belt was ceremoniously lowered, a symbol of Edge's reign and the fresh narrative he aimed to author. But as Edge basked in the glory of his self-proclaimed era, his monologue was abruptly interrupted by the unexpected arrival of Jeff Hardy. The shock was palpable as Jeff, embodying his unique charisma, confronted Edge face to face, cutting through the champion's rhetoric with a simple accusation: Edge talked too much. Edge, visibly taken aback,
What the hell are you doing here, Jeff Hardy?
questioned his audacity, hinting at Hardy's absence from the scene and dismissing any notion of a comeback at his expense.
Did you die like 3 years ago?
Edge disparaged Jeff, echoing the fate of his brother Matt.
No talented loser, just like you.
Jeff Hardy responded with his fists, landing a punch and a mule kick, sending a clear message of challenge. As Jeff prepared to escalate the confrontation, Edge, ever the tactician, made a hasty retreat from the ring. In a non-title bout that promised fireworks, Jeff Hardy squared off against Edge, who was accompanied by Lita, as Jeff Hardy launched himself into a baseball slide, swiftly followed by a plancha, allowing him to unleash a barrage of punches. The intensity ramped up quickly as Hardy chased Lita away, only to turn his focus back to Edge. The pace of the match took a turn when Edge, using his cunning and experience, managed to throw Hardy under the bottom rope. Edge followed up by Irish whipping him into the ring steps. Once Hardy was rolled back into the ring, Edge's onslaught continued with a kick and an elbow drop aimed at Hardy's back. Edge sadistically stretched him against the ring post while mockingly imitating Hardy's iconic pose. Despite this, Hardy's resilience shone through as he countered an Irish whip from Edge with a boot followed by a clothesline. Hardy's attempt at a top rope maneuver saw him miss, but he quickly recovered, landing a DDT for a near fall. The match saw a series of counters and high-flying moves, with Hardy landing a corkscrew sentence splash for a 2 count, but Edge fought back, displaying his own tenacity. In a dramatic sequence, Hardy executed a twist of fate, only for Lita to intervene, pulling Edge out of the ring at the 2 count, resulting in a disqualification victory for Jeff Hardy. John Cena, fueled by his own vendetta against Edge, stormed out to confront him, leading to a brutal brawl that spilled to the back, through metal doors. The conflict between Cena and Edge escalated to the docks, where amidst the chaos, Cena utilized a hose to choke Edge, only for the fight to be momentarily interrupted by agents attempting to restore order. In a climactic moment of defiance, Cena, after being attacked with a life preserver, regained the upper hand and delivered a stern message to Edge by throwing him into the harbor. Shane kicks off the show, visibly agitated. He claims DX has overstepped the line this time, jeopardizing his father's mental health.
They've hit a new low.
Shane announces that tonight, for the first time since reuniting, DX will compete in tag team action, though their opponents remain a mystery for now.
They don't need to know, nor do any of you.
The atmosphere intensifies as Edge and Lita storm out. Edge is furious about last week's incident where John Cena tossed him into the Long Island Sound. He demands that Shane take immediate action against Cena. A clip of last week's splashdown plays, fueling Edge's anger.
I want John Cena out of my life!
Just then, Cena makes his entrance, taunting Edge with reminders of his damp predicament.
You and me, that ends up in a happy ending for the rated R superstar.
Cena mocks the idea of his firing, suggesting that if he were let go, Edge's last memory would still be the humiliating dunk in the Sound. Cena can't resist a joke at Edge's expense.
Did you got $10? Think of the possibilities, man. Here comes the money. The hoe comes for money.
Cena counters with a tantalizing offer, a 3-year contract for Smackdown on the table, but only if Edge can defeat him in one more championship match. Edge eagerly accepts, with the caveat that he chooses the match type and venue.
Deal?
Deal.
2 weeks ago on Raw.
Bitch, come get it back in blood.
Now in an intense WWE Women's title match, reigning champion Lita defended her title against the formidable Mickie James. As soon as the bell rang, Mickie charged at Lita. Lita quickly took control, pulling Mickie out of the ring and slamming her against the apron before throwing her back into the squared circle. Lita attempted a quick pin, managing only a 2 count. Undeterred, Lita targeted Mickie's knee, wrapping it around the ropes in a strategic move to slow her down. Lita continued her offensive with a series of rights and kicks, culminating in slamming Mickie's face into the mat and taunting her with a pie face. However, Mickie's resilience shone through as she fought back, landing a powerful enziguri that nearly clinched her the championship. Mickie kept the pressure on with a clothesline and a dynamic dropkick, followed by a monkey flip that sent Lita reeling. The momentum seemed to be with Mickie as she delivered jabs and a big right hand, then a fisherman's suplex that again brought her close to victory. In a desperate attempt to retain her title, Lita grabbed the championship belt. However, the referee intervened. This distraction allowed Mickie to execute a roll-up. Lita managed to kick out. Mickie continued with aggressive forearms and an elbow, but as she went for a Hurricane Rana, Lita cleverly countered and leveraged the ropes for extra support, securing a controversial pinfall to retain her title. Stratus walked through the backstage area. She bumped into Lita, who wasted no time mocking her.
You off to go make your big announcement? Ooh, so important, Trish.
Yeah.
Trish, unfazed, informed Lita that she was planning to call out the
You're so hilarious, Trish.
No, I'm just gonna say hometown girl.
for a challenge. She then declared her intention to face Lita in one last match at Unforgiven, in her hometown of Toronto.
What do you say?
Lita, ever confident, accepted the challenge, setting the stage for a historic showdown.
Beat you. We're standing over you, women's champion.
Tensions quickly escalated
Just bring it, bitch.
into a scuffle between the two. Carlito rushed in, attempting to play peacemaker, but the situation only intensified when Randy Orton blindsided Carlito with an attack. The chaos suggested the possibility of a mixed tag team match. In the midst of Lita's trademark furious outburst, she ignored Coach's advice and knocked on Mr. McMahon's door. Shane McMahon emerged, and Lita demanded action.
Just rectify, fix it. Fix it, please.
Shane, always ready to stir the pot, booked the mixed tag team match.
Oh, you think I'm just teaming up with any boy in the locker room?
Lita insisted on including Edge, leading Shane to add John Cena to the match as well. Six-person tag team match, Edge, Randy Orton, and Lita versus John Cena, Carlito, and Trish Stratus. The match began with Randy Orton and Cena squaring off. Orton got the early advantage, but Cena quickly countered with the throwback for a near fall. Carlito tagged in to go after Orton, leading to a fast-paced slugfest. Orton, using his cunning, thumbed Carlito's eye and tagged in Edge. Carlito responded with a dropkick. Cena tagged back in, causing Edge to retreat and tag in Lita. Trish Stratus eagerly tagged in and immediately went after Lita, pounding her down in the corner. Lita countered with a clothesline, but Trish quickly turned it around with a schoolgirl pin for a 2 count. Trish then slapped Orton, provoking him to enter the ring, which led to all the faces piling in and scaring off the heels. We returned to find Lita chinlocking Trish. Trish managed to hit a nice neckbreaker and tagged in Carlito. Carlito and Orton resumed their battle, with Carlito hitting a Mr. Wrestling 2 knee lift and a springboard back elbow. Carlito's momentum was cut short when Orton threw him out of the ring, allowing Edge and Lita to attack him. Edge then entered the ring, doing jumping jacks to taunt Cena. Edge hit a great standing dropkick and a corner spear, and Orton came in to boot Carlito in the ribs. Cena, frustrated, tried to help but ended up distracting the referee, allowing the heels to triple team Carlito. Despite this, Carlito mounted a brief comeback, only to be booted by Edge and clotheslined for another near fall. Lita tagged in to give Carlito a few kicks, but it didn't last long. Orton resumed the beating, using the ropes for leverage as Edge choked Carlito. Cena was visibly upset, not appreciating the underhanded tactics. Carlito fought back with an enziguri on Orton, setting up a hot tag opportunity. However, Edge pulled Cena off the apron, preventing the tag. Trish tagged in instead and took Lita down. The match broke down into chaos as everyone brawled around the ring. Lita hit a snap suplex on Trish, but Trish countered with the Stratosphere. She prepared for the chick kick, but Orton intercepted with an RKO, leaving Trish prone for Lita to pin her. With a promo, declaring that tonight is Cena's last appearance on Raw because he plans to defeat him at Unforgiven and send him back to Smackdown. To mock Cena, Edge says he should return to his roots
and cut some more raps, back to what made him popular in the first place.
Even writing a rap to inspire him.
I'll have no more cares once I beat John Cena with tables, ladders, and chairs.
Edge, Johnny Nitro and Randy Orton with Lita and Melina versus Carlito, Jeff Hardy and John Cena. The match begins with Nitro aggressively targeting Jeff Hardy for revenge, but it quickly turns into a brawl. Hardy counters with his corner dropkick and double low leg drop. Carlito tags into hitting a dropkick and nipping up. However, Nitro forces him into the corner, allowing Orton to tag in and pound away at Carlito. The crowd chants Cena sucks as Carlito hits a Rana after floating over Edge with a quebrada. Cena tags into loud boos, prompting Edge to step out, leaving Orton to fight Cena. Cena hits a fisherman's suplex but gets distracted by Edge, allowing Orton to boot and suplex him. Nitro tags in, but Cena double legs him and tags in Carlito. Carlito hits a jumping clothesline on Orton for a near fall. Hardy tags in and nearly clotheslines Orton over the top rope but opts to choke him instead. Hardy finally manages to clothesline Orton to the floor and uses Carlito's back to hit a plancha. Edge spears Hardy on the floor. After the commercial break, Hardy is seen taking the heat segment. Nitro barely prevents a hot tag, and the crowd continues to chant about Cena. Orton tags in and he drives the knee into the mat, and Edge tags back in. Hardy tries to fight back, but Edge goes to the eyes. Hardy hits the Whisper in the wind with a bad leg. Carlito and Orton get tags, and Carlito goes for a springboard move, but Edge pulls the ropes down. Edge tags in and works over Carlito's leg. The crowd is still dueling with Cena chants. Nitro tags in to continue the assault on Carlito. Edge guillotine leg drops Carlito on the ropes while Nitro distracts the ref. Carlito hits a springboard back elbow on Nitro, leading to the second hot tag with Cena getting it. Cena cleans house, hitting the throwback and a protobomb on Edge. Orton sneaks in, but Carlito hits him with the backcracker, and Hardy lands a swanton bomb. Nitro saves Edge from the Fu but gets caught in the STFU by Cena, tapping out to give Cena the victory. Stratus's last match on Raw before her retirement at Unforgiven was against Mickie James. The match began with Trish gaining control with a headlock, followed by a fist press with a flurry of fists. Mickie attempted to turn the tide by mounting the ropes, but Trish intercepted her with the Mickie Rana. A double clothesline spot left both competitors down, setting the stage for a dramatic moment. Mickie once again ascended the turnbuckle, but this time, Trish anticipated her move. Trish then unleashed a series of elbows and executed a wind-up head scissors. However, Mickie managed to dodge the chick kick and rolled up Trish for a close 2 count. As the match neared its climax, Lita made a sudden appearance at ringside. Seizing the moment, Trish used Stratusfaction to not only knock Lita off the apron but also secure the pinfall victory over Mickie James. Stage area, Matt Hardy approached his brother Jeff, offering words of consolation.
I know you just got robbed out there, but don't let that get you down, dude.
However, the moment was interrupted by the arrival of Lita.
Good old team Xtreme, huh?
With a sly smirk on her face, Lita wasted no time in taunting her former teammates.
Be a champion. If you just weren't such a screw up,
She belittled their aspirations,
you'd never be a champion.
contrasting them with her own successes alongside Edge.
But later on, you can watch Edge beat John Cena.
With a final smirk,
When Edge sends him packing, just like he did to you.
Lita sauntered off, leaving Matt and Jeff to ponder her words. Women's Championship match, Trish Stratus versus Lita. Lita made her entrance first, met with a chorus of boos. The fans were already chanting "Thank you Trish" even before Trish Stratus came out. When Trish's music hit, the crowd erupted with a huge pop. Jim Ross noted that Trish and the Fabulous Moolah were tied with 6 title reigns each, and a win tonight could make Trish the only woman to hold the title 7 times. As the bell rang, Trish and Lita locked up, with Trish backing Lita into the ropes and breaking clean. Lita responded with a shove, but Trish quickly took her down with a clothesline for an early 2 count. Trish followed up with a handstand into a spinning head scissors, sending Lita to the floor. Trish capitalized by hitting a fist press off the ring apron onto Lita. The battle continued outside the ring, with Trish giving Lita a handstand into a Rana on the floor. Back inside, Trish pummeled Lita near the bottom rope, but Lita retaliated by ramming Trish's face into the mat repeatedly. Lita choked Trish on the bottom rope, then snapmared her and applied a sleeper hold. Trish fought out with some elbows, but Lita yanked her down by the hair. Lita rammed Trish's head into the turnbuckles and kicked her in the gut repeatedly. Trish reversed the position, choking Lita with her boot, and then unleashed a series of chops, licking her hand before the final one. Trish hit a stinger splash, but Lita countered with an elbow. Lita climbed the ropes, and Trish attempted a handstand Rana, but Lita caught her, leading to a slug fist on the top rope. Both women tumbled to the floor. Back in the ring, Lita tried for a moonsault, but Trish moved out of the way, causing Lita to crash to the mat. Trish then went for Stratusfaction, but Lita threw her over the top rope. Lita dragged Trish back into the ring for another 2 count. Growing frustrated, she hit Trish with a series of kicks and a knee to the gut, followed by a suplex for another near fall. Lita, trash-talking and slapping Trish, applied another sleeper hold. Trish fought up and hit a neckbreaker. Both women were slow to get up, leading to an exchange of punches. Trish finally caught Lita with the handstand Rana out of the corner and followed up with the chick kick, but Lita kicked out at 2. Lita raked Trish's eyes and attempted the twist of fate, but Trish reversed it into Stratusfaction. Mid-move, Trish shifted into a sunset flip. Trish rolled through and ended up on her feet, holding Lita's legs, then applied the sharpshooter. The crowd erupted in the loudest pop of the night. Lita struggled but eventually tapped out, giving Trish the victory in her 7th Women's Championship. Post-match, Trish celebrated her victory by standing in all 4 corners. She pointed at Lillian Garcia, who pointed back, visibly emotional. The crowd continued to cheer as Trish soaked in the moment, then bowed in the center of the ring for one last time. For now, TLC match for the WWE title, Edge versus John Cena. Edge made his entrance without Lita. The match was a brutal contest, filled with high-flying spots, devastating ladder crashes, and the relentless use of chairs and tables. As the match neared its climax, Edge executed a breathtaking spear. Cena, however, managed to catch Edge in mid-air, knocking him into a second ladder. Cena began his climb when Lita suddenly appeared. She knocked Cena off the ladder. Seeing his opportunity, Edge started to ascend the ladder. Cena staggered back into the ring. Before he could reach Edge, Lita struck again, this time with a vicious chair shot, sending Edge crashing to the floor. Cena turned his attention to Lita. He hoisted her up and delivered a devastating foods. With Lita out of the picture, Cena set up the ladder once more and began to climb. Edge, displaying his own tenacity, recovered and scrambled up the opposite side of the ladder. The two battled at the top, exchanging blows high above the ring. Cena managed to grab hold of Edge, lifting him into an fu position. Cena sent Edge crashing down. With Edge incapacitated and the path cleared, he reached the top, unhooked the championship belt, and pulled it down, securing his victory to become the new WWE Champion. The crowd's noise was deafening, forcing Cena to hold off talking. Cena admitted he was hit in the head a lot last night.
I'm not myself tonight.
So he wasn't sure what time it was.
I can't remember my name.
But he held up the WWE Championship belt, drawing huge heat from the crowd. Lawler pointed out the various chants raining down on the ring, making it hard for Cena to even joke about Lita.
There was also like 1,000 cheap jokes about Lita Givenhead.
Cena acknowledged that the Cena-Edge feud had come to an end, but Edge and Lita seemed to be in a different state of mind. Edge called Cena's entire career a fluke and reminded him that he had a rematch clause, which he intended to use. Cena praised Edge's hunger and fire, saying he respected him for that, even as the crowd chanted Cena sucks. Cena offered Edge two options.
You're the rated R superstar?
He could either have a one-man sex celebration
and go screw yourself,
or have a title rematch right now. Edge refused to wrestle tonight, especially not for the Montreal crowd. He wasn't happy about losing in his hometown, losing his TLC streak, or losing in front of his mom. He especially wasn't happy about losing his title. Edge revealed he had a backup plan and hired guns Cade and Murdoch, who ran in for a double team on Cena. However, their attack was short-lived as DX stormed out for revenge for last week. DX cleaned house and stood tall with Cena. This brought out the coach, who booked a 6-man tag team match for tonight. Cade, Murdoch, and Edge versus John Cena and DX. Backstage, Lita, representing both herself and the absent Edge, sent their regards to Vince.
I'm really upset about it, but I just wanted to take one little second to talk about me. And
Lita then turned her attention to the Women's Championship. Before she could get any answers, Mickie James strolled in with
What do you want to just continue on this tirade?
pointing out that Trish Stratus had beaten Lita in their last encounter. Mickie couldn't resist making fun of Lita for her loss,
Trish, nothing! Shut your mouth! I am sick of it!
which quickly escalated as
I forgot. Edge isn't champion anymore, is he? And neither are you.
Lita, not taking the taunts lightly, responded with a sharp slap to Mickie's face. Candice Michelle versus Lita. Lita, unimpressed, began the match by clubbing Candice with ease. The crowd chanted in French, making it difficult to discern their sentiments. Candice managed to land a spinning heel kick, but Lita remained unfazed and took control again. She bounced Candice's head and back off the apron, displaying her dominance. A snapmare from Lita earned a 2 count, followed by a suplex for another near fall. Lita then applied a chinlock, asserting her control over the match. Candice fought back with a few elbows but was quickly dragged down by her hair. Lita executed a Russian leg sweep for another 2 count. In a brief moment of resilience, Candice caught Lita with a schoolgirl roll-up, but only for a 2 count. Lita, irritated, resumed her assault with a series of clubs, signaling that she was ready to end the match. However, just as Lita was about to finish Candice, Mickie James ran out to distract her. Seizing the opportunity, Candice hit a powerbomb on Lita, securing the surprising victory. Main event, Edge, Lance Cade, Trevor Murdoch versus John Cena, Triple H, Shawn Michaels. The match starts with a big brawl, causing the heels to bail out of the ring. Cena gets picked off early, with Cade chopping away at him. Cena responds with a flying shoulder block and the protobomb, drawing boos from the crowd. He taunts Edge with the 5-knuckle shuffle, but Cade escapes the foo attempt and slams Cena. Shawn Michaels tags in, receiving heavy boos from the crowd due to his history with Bret Hart. Cade and Murdoch double-team Michaels, with Murdoch booting him in the face. Edge tags in and hits a dropkick, followed by Murdoch clubbing away. Cade tags back in, delivering a neckbreaker for a near fall. Edge re-enters, applying a snapmare and a chinlock. Murdoch follows with a big elbow, maintaining control. Shawn struggles but eventually backdrops Murdoch and makes a hot tag to Triple H. Triple H cleans house with a high knee to Murdoch, a facebuster to Edge, and a clothesline. He attempts the pedigree on Edge, but Cade saves Edge with a lariat. Cena takes Cade down, and a spinebuster from Triple H incapacitates Edge. Murdoch grabs a chair, but Shawn intercepts and uses it, causing a disqualification. Post-match, Edge finds himself outnumbered 3-1. He takes a superkick from Michaels and a pedigree from Triple H. DX and Cena stand tall, crotch chopping to close the show.